Good day, everybody. My name is Lindsay Crowshoe, and I'm not a regular co-host of this podcast series called Keeping It Together, Stories of Resilience during and after COVID. The idea of these podcasts are to bring together a host of cool people who have done some things that have kept it together during COVID. And so stories of resilience, things that we do as Indigenous peoples that we want to share with each other to help us out, help us to be strong, happy, whatever you call it, keep it together. And the idea is, what do you put in your kit? What do you put in your backpack to that you carry around with you, like to stay strong? And so we have a guest today who's actually one of our co-hosts. So we're going to focus our guest will be on Adam Murry. Can I get you to introduce yourself, Adam?
Thanks, Lindsay, Dr. Crowshoe. Which one do you prefer to go by?
Doesn't matter. Lindsay. Are you? Lindsay.
Big dog. My name is Adam. Dagote. I am from the United States of America. Moved up here to Territory 7 in 2017.
For that long?
5 years.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Are you Canadian yet?
I do start to say A lot now.
Okay.
Does that count?
It's not close enough. Keep practicing. How do Americans say A when they see the EH?
We just ignore it.
Yeah.
There's a couple of groups that say it, but it means something different.
Oh, what does it mean?
It's kind of like, I don't know,
All right. Okay, that was our intercultural moment. Tell us more about yourself, Adam.
I grew up in Los Angeles, in Selmar, California. It's in the San Fernando Valley on the east side. If you go west on the valley, it's like that movie Clueless. And if you go east in that valley, then it's like Cypress Hill.
I don't know that movie.
Dude.
I'm clueless.
It's saved on your laptop.
It's an autoplay.
When I was looking for that document, I accidentally clicked it. I was like, oh, I remember this.
Yeah. It's your PhD. You're a doctor.
Got it. Yeah. Got the PhD in industrial organizational psychology. But I've worked almost exclusively with like Indigenous owned and operated nonprofits. A lot of nonprofits, like doing grant accountability, program evaluation stuff. But also a bunch of work directly for tribal agencies.
And you're faculty at the U of C?
I'm at the bottom of the ladder of the faculty. I'm the assistant professor.
Good thing you didn't say bottom of the totem pole.
That would have been racist.
That would have been inaccurate. Because the bottom is the ground, the foundation. It's good. And we're in your lab. We're in your lab. We're zooming in. We're podcasting from your lab at the University of Calgary. A space for Adam. It's called Adam's Lab.
It's called the Indigenous Communities and Organizations Research Development Lab or something like that.
How come you didn't have an acronym with like an ADAM to make it Adam?
That would have been
good.
Yeah.
Next time.
Next lab.
So what was so back into the theme of our podcast of keeping it together, stories of resilience during COVID. How was COVID for you? Like, how was the experience of COVID for you? If you can like say it in like in one sentence, what was it like for you during COVID? Teaching, learning, research, family life, whatever. Being Indigenous in a foreign country, learning intercultural nuance that you never knew existed. What was it like for you?
You saying about the us being in a new country, that kind of I think helped us during COVID because we had moved from Oregon to Tucson to here, and it takes a long time to get to know people. even if folks are similar to you in some way, it's like meeting somebody on a bus. Like just because you like each other doesn't mean that you're going to get off at the same stop, right? And
It'd be weird if you did.
yeah,
Those aren't your same stops.
No, really, this is my stop.
Yeah, it's mine too.
Yeah. Well, I'm going this way. Me too.
What's your postal code? Hey, mine too.
There's no way that your house is so close to mine. But it's been lonely for a bunch of years, man. Like going from place to place. It's like right when you start to get to know people, and the bus thing, there's like when you meet folks through work, like I don't know, let's just say that you have various non-conformities. Well, if those things affect your work life negatively, then your work colleagues will distance themselves from you. And, that's thanks. That's a, unfortunate byproduct, I think. So like, it would be great, if I was hanging out at like, I don't know, some place where there's a lot of folks. But we just had the little one, a few years ago. And so with COVID, it was actually, I was already used to being at home a lot, but just the family.
Just the kids.
Yeah.
So you have 2 kids?
2 kids, little ones.
Dog, cat?
Both Asia and
30,000 dinosaurs.
Lots of dinosaurs. Yeah. Oh man.
No dog, no cat, but
no, I'd love to have a dog. Do you count like the little dogs? Do you think that they're definitely canines, but do you consider them dog?
Based on size?
Yeah.
If they have all their bits, I guess they're a dog.
What bits are these?
Exactly. All right. So life's been good, and you've settled in. But for all of us, COVID's been challenging. It has made us stay away from each other. In our community, it's like coming together, like you mentioned, powwows, ceremonies, all that kind of stuff is it's part of our wellness. So connection and cohesion, and COVID has been hard on all of us. So in this podcast, we're just exploring the ways that we innovate as Indigenous peoples to like be well and keep it together. And I became aware of Adam's very much interest in a specific thing that brought wellness into his life and brought people together. So that was the theme. And he actually he cooked a whole mess of chicken wings. So not only is he a professor in the University of Calgary, he's the chicken wing king of Northwest Calgary, right?
Thanks, bro. That was clean. That was clean.
And so we get a chance today to talk about hot sauce, because the real reason we're bringing Adam here today is because his keeping it together was around hot sauce. And hot sauce has a big Indigenous context to it. It's a big Indigenous food. The things that we contribute to the world
often go unrecognized.
Yeah, often go unrecognized. So there's in our future episodes, we'll explore the amazing foods that we brought to the world that without it, we'd be eating what? Just
bland old
flour, just flour from wheat. But tons of food from Indigenous peoples, and hot peppers are one of them, and they are amazing. So Adam, I'll hand it over to you around some hot sauce and why it came to be in your life and what you experienced so far with it. And he's challenged me to a hot sauce eating session as we go. So we can, anytime you want, we can like start dousing the chicken wings in hot sauce.
All right. It's hotter when you talk.
Yeah.
So I want to eat it right before we converse, rather than me just be the one talking. You're gonna be sitting there smiling, I'm gonna be sitting here slobbering.
That'll make this podcast super fun. Okay, so should we go right now? So you brought 3 sauces today. Let's take a look at them.
Yeah.
And tell us what they are.
This one is a fun one because it's made for kids, and it's from that show, Hot Ones, First We Feast, folks. So like let me say something real fast.
Yeah.
Because I never meant to be like the hot sauce guy, you know, like I didn't intend to like.
Sure.
well,
It's
it's
cool.
delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know these ones are not like these, you know, I don't know, all these preservatives or whatever. Like this is just real ingredients, right? Like these are the real deal here, man.
Because there's no extra sodium or anything. Like I looked at it the other one day and I said, oh, we got to worry about the sodium for our kidneys. And you said, hey, it's all natural. And when you look at the ingredients, there's
some of them do have salt.
Some do,
yeah.
You don't like the ones with vinegar either, but some of them are just pure and simple.
You know, that means that they don't last forever.
Yeah.
You know, there's no sodium benzoate.
Yeah. That's why you have that special fridge.
A hot sauce fridge?
Yeah. Oh, not yet.
How do you know about that?
Your wife told me.
But it's just the main fridge in the house. Another hot sauce in there.
I looked in there. It was like
milk downstairs.
There's no food in that fridge. It's just hot sauce.
I was like, oh, I think there's a block of cheese there in the
moldy cheese.
Yeah. It's been, when was that? Long Woo's. I thought they closed 3 years ago. Has it been that long? You seen that Nick again?
Man can't live on hot sauce alone, right? That's why you have the chicken wings.
You know, they are surprisingly like low in ingredients overall. Like you would expect them to have high like vitamin C because peppers do, but there's something about, I don't know, like if the vinegar kills it off, I don't know. It's surprising me that they don't have more vitamins.
Yeah. So we're going to explore hot sauce a few times in our podcast because there's some amazing science behind the hot sauces, behind the capsaicin, behind the peppers, nutritional and its whole body. And there's a whole big science of how indigenous peoples used and engaged and had relationship with hot peppers. So there's a whole indigenous component to this. So today we get a chance to chat a little bit, and we'll try a couple hot sauces, and then we'll come back again and explore deeply.
Yeah, you know, and just looking at the clock here, I just want to give this shout out because this hot sauce that we're going to have, I haven't had it before. I got it at the Pueblo Indian Center down in Albuquerque. Cascadia Lava hot sauce. It's made by a bunch of indigenous folks in Oregon. It says, thank you for choosing Sakari Farms. We're a native owned farm outside of Tumalo, Oregon. From the land to your table, Cascadia Lava is our hottest sauce. This one is for the pepperheads as well. Rounded sauce that has flavor to back up the heat. Sorry, man. Where's my spectacle? I need my monocle.
Yeah, here's mine.
Made in small batches to highlight the hottest peppers we grow, including Carolina Reapers, Moruga Scorpions, 7-Pot, Ghost, and any other world's hottest contenders. Try some, we dare you.
That one sounds pretty hot.
Yeah.
So we're starting with the hot.
Oh, you want to start with this kid one? Let's start with this kid one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the kid one?
So, you know, the kids they watch all the adults suffering, sweating in my house pretty regular, you know, and so they were like, oh, we want our own hot sauce. And when this one came out, do you want a shoulder or a flat?
A flat. That was one thing that I didn't know there was a lingo around the chicken wings. That was a lesson from Adam. These ones are called flats. Are these shoulders? These are like thighs, like chicken forearms. It's the forearm.
It looks like your toe.
After I stubbed it in your bathroom that other day. Yeah.
All right, ready? This one's not gonna be hot.
Okay. Yeah. Go for it. So on this podcast, you get to see us eat. It's always so that one's not too hot. But it's a good intro.